at the 25-yard line. The ball was by him before he had a wink at it.
Dick, if he was looking for it, he wouldn't have caught it. I mean, that baby was gone before he even made the turn, and he slips on top of it. That ball's too high.
Well, it is. I'll tell you what, and look at the hole Mark Bruner has right here. Neil O'Donnell just a little too pumped up early. There's a big hole right here. The formation, and watch Neil right here. He knows it. Just settle down, Neil.
Third down and 9, 5 wide for the Steelers. They're coming. The quick throw, incomplete to Andre Hastings, and what a hit by Scott Case.
Scott Case takes a shot here. He's waiting for Andre Hastings to go across the middle of the field, and when he does, he's waiting.
Well, it's a good job. The Cowboys come on a blitz inside. You're going to see both of these people come. The Steelers cannot pick it up. Scott Case knows that Neil O'Donnell has to get rid of the ball quickly. Does a good job of it.
It would be about a 51-yard field goal, so Bill Cowher, not wanting to sacrifice field position, brings in Stark, hoping he can drop it inside the 10. Dion waits. Just a little number that Dion says let go, and it turns out to be another very short kick, net wide, 13 net on the punt as Dallas gets it at the 20.
Well, the Steelers came out with the momentum in the second half. They couldn't do anything with it, though, and they punted the ball away. Dallas will have it at the 20 when we come back to the action. In the meantime, as the sun sets over Phoenix, Arizona, let's have a look at what those who can't get into the game are doing.
NFL, youth training camps for kids. Learn how to play football in a fun, safe, innovative way.
One of the things that we're doing is we are getting kids involved and somewhat getting them an opportunity to become addicted to a great game, the nation's #1 pastime, and participate in it without actually all the physical contact.
Footballers having a bad rap of being very physical and very malicious. It's still a game, and we want to perceive it as a game, and hopefully they'll go back home knowing that, you know, it was a fun time and they enjoyed it.
Saw an illegal hand to the sunglasses of Junior Seau there, but good to see the kids getting involved.
They certainly are involved in enjoying themselves.
And Drew, we just saw the Steelers come out, a couple of big plays on that drive, but on the third down they couldn't convert it. How much of a momentum loser is that?
Well, I don't think it is right now in this point in the game. I think it was good that Steelers came out and moved the ball. It gave them confidence. They had a lot of confidence going in at halftime. Coming out and moving the ball against the Cowboys, even though they didn't get anything out of it, still gives them confidence.
All right, and Dallas have it now at their own 20-yard line.
Dallas, they've stopped Pittsburgh on the first drive of the second half, leading 13-7. Cowboys have it snipped. Brought down in the backfield by Kevin Green and Greg Lloyd. Jim Gray is with us on the sidelines.
All right, thanks, Dick. Well, Emmitt Smith twisted his knee toward the end of the first half. He acknowledged he twisted his knee, said he went in at halftime. It does hurt him a little bit, but he says basically he's okay, should be able to fulfill here in the second half. Also, a lot of the Cowboys changed their shoes, according to Barry Switzer, because just like that last play, they're slipping a lot. Dick?
All right, thanks, Jim. A loss of a yard, 2nd and 11. Breaking tackles to the 35 and a first down. 16 on the play.
I tell you, that is just a tremendous mistake by the Steelers. They let Michael Irvin run across the field with only a linebacker covering. Here's Greg Lloyd, you're going to see on the pass rush right here. Really gets caught in no man's land, doesn't know whether to speed rush or power rush, so he ends up not being a factor. But look at that, they pass him off, nobody picks him up. Michael
said, Dick, this is the biggest linebacker in football, and he is quick. Number 99, LeVon Kirkland. Watch this. The guard goes, and he comes right in behind. You're going to see him come in on this play right here. And from behind, he catches Emmitt Smith. This guy is 263 pounds and can move in that area.
Lamar, South Carolina. We asked him how small that is. He said, well, my dad is the minister, the barber, and a janitor. They call LeVon a good Reverend Doctor. Second and 14 to the sidelines, and Kevin Williams has the catch at the 38-yard line in front of Willie Williams. It'll be a third down coming up for Dallas in about 7.
Well, Troy Aikman does a good job of seeing the single coverage against Carnell Wake out here, and Kevin Williams makes the cut. But watch him when he comes back for the ball. Again, a lot of the players are slipping on this field.
First catch for Kevin Williams, who had 38 on the season and really produced the last 4 games. They started to find him in the Giant win.
That's what Joe Gibbs said. Now you want to double up on Novacek and don't let him beat you.
That ball is short. It bounces to Michael Irvin. And Aikman hit as he throws as Kevin Green was in his chest.
Well, that time the Steelers just did an excellent job down the field. Watch the receivers right here. They're both people all over them. The good thing they do, look up top in the slot. They got 2 defenders looking at the receiver. Excellent job outside by Willie Williams.
So John Jett, who was forced to punt only once in the first half, in, and Andre Hastings back at the 20. Short kick, Wadler. Hastings lets it bounce, and it takes a Pittsburgh bounce, well covered downfield by Godfrey Miles. Steelers with the ball, 9:14 left in the third.
Good job.
Trouble with this town is everyone wants to be in the movies. It's pathetic.
Hey, you want to be in the movies?
Me?
You've got just what I need. And cut! I love you, and I love you. All right, now it's time for the close-ups. Bring in the real actresses.
Give them the 106. I'd rather die.
No!
Go placidly amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. Exercise caution, for the world is full of trickery. But everywhere life is full of heroism. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune. Be gentle with yourself. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it's still a beautiful world. Be careful. Strive to be happy.
The one to watch, out now to rent. Congo, where you are the endangered species. Congo. Rent the video now.
Residents of the Valley have been for us. And tonight, Eye in the Sky coverage courtesy of the Bud One airship.
And Phil, this Bud is for you.
Well, thank you, Paul. That's awful nice. It's about time you gave me something.
That was a short punt for the Cowboys' John Jett of 26 yards. So the Steelers start at their 36. Playing 500 ball, Neil O'Donnell, 10 for 20. Gets something out of a tough situation. A gain of about 3 to the 39. Leon Left makes the tackle.
You know, I don't understand. I really don't. Why aren't they in 4 and 5 wide?
Well, right here, you're going to see the blitz by the Dallas Cowboys, and what they're blitzing for, they just want to stop the first down run. They suffered the last series. Pittsburgh did a good job this time. Blitz stopped that first down run and worked.
Yeah, but when they're completing 9 out of 11 when you're 4 and 5 wide, don't they see that at halftime? Don't they get those stats and understand that this is where they have to be?
Cordell Stewart enters the game, slot left. And he takes the hand off from O'Donnell. Is he going to throw? He wants to. Nobody open. So he runs it. He's bumped out of bounds at the 47. Close. He does have a first down.
And that's a legitimate hit out of bounds, folks. They're not booing that he got nailed going out of bounds. But I'm going to tell you something. Cordell Stewart, this is what he does for you. They hand him the ball. This is supposed to be thrown downfield to Thigpen, I believe. But Cordell, now watch what he does. Watch how quick he makes the decision. Now, get out.
Excellent job by John L. Williams staying with the block and giving him a chance to go down the field. And right there, it's a legal hit inbound. Scott Case makes the hit.
Yeah, 4 touches by Stewart. 3 of them produce first downs. At the 47.
Eagle, the ball carrier.
Nothing there. Darren Smith saw the play coming and held his ground.
You know, you talk about some throwaway plays in the game. Every first down I've watched so far in this game, Pittsburgh, they have throwaway plays. I mean, I don't even know why they're calling these plays.
Well, Paul, they're not having any success throwing the football on first down either, so...
If they go 4 and 5 wide, they would.
Paul, in his old age, is getting very flamboyant. He likes wide open offenses now.
Well, that's what they told us they were going to do. Get out there. Spread those people out.
He reverts back to those AFL days, you know. Second and long, and Stewart again in the game in motion. Blitz on. The throw to Stewart incomplete. Scott Case is tagging him again.
Scott Case is just having a good time. He just likes to tag people. You catch the ball, you're going to get hit. That's his job.
Well, look at the blitz by the Dallas Cowboys right there. Neil O'Donnell has to get rid of it quick. Cordell Stewart just not ready for the football to come out there that fast.
You might as well catch it. You're going to get a lick anyway.
Case, who went to Oklahoma, recruited by Barry Switzer, now in his 12th year in the league. 4 wide with the back joining O'Donnell. Blitz. O'Donnell over the middle. Intercepted wide open is Larry Brown. No one near him, and Brown takes it inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Steelers do a wonderful job. They pick up the blitz perfectly. Everybody is stopped. Neil O'Donnell has time, and watch what he does.
This is Neil O'Donnell's fault.
Larry Brown really does not even cover anybody. He just stands there. Larry Brown is on the outside. Watch the receiver come down. He's wide open. Neil O'Donnell stands in there. Look at it. Larry Brown lets him go. And Neil O'Donnell panics in the pocket, thinks he's going to get hit, and that's one of the reasons why the ball gets away from him.
Look at the time he has to throw the ball. He had. Are you talking about the offensive line just did a magnificent job of picking up the blitz, and then O'Donnell throws the ball away.
You could see O'Donnell throwing while falling back, and the pass was high. First turnover of the game. The Cowboys at the 18. Aikman looking for the strike early. He finds his man inside the 2. Michael Irvin. Darren Perry chased him out at the 2.
The Steelers they do a good job of recognizing the play. They're in perfect position, but Troy Aikman just buys some time right here. Michael Irvin does a good job of just getting outside of Darren Perry, and it's an excellent throw by Troy Aikman on the run.
You know, the one thing about it, the Pittsburgh Steelers in the first half, ball kicked out of bounds to get it on the 40. They have a chance to do something downfield. They don't do it. Here they have another chance, an opportunity, and the offense twice now has given the ball back to Dallas, and that'll beat your defense in a heartbeat.
Ball just outside the 1-yard line. First and goal. Emmitt Smith. Second effort. Is he in? No signal yet. They're marking now. Touchdown, Dallas. Emmitt Smith, 117th career touchdown. 100 in the regular season. And 17 now postseason play.
All right, here comes Emmitt Smith. Now, this is all power. You're 2 yards out. You've got that big offensive line. Emmitt is stopped here. His continuous effort. Look at, he is turned back by Carnell Lake. And then moves in here. He's down. That is not a touchdown. But tell you right now, the ball doesn't go over the goal line until after, and the whistle should have been blown.
Michael Irvin said, hey, I should have had the touchdown. You saw the pregame show. They got a little wager going. Whoever gets the most touchdowns in this game wins a sizable wager. Try for a point. And Bonio knocks it through. 20 to 7. Pittsburgh falls behind by 13 after the Larry Brown interception.
Here comes Emmitt Smith now. Watch this here. In that hole is Carnell Lake. Now look, he turns him sideways. Now at the end, Emmitt is on the ground, decides to turn the ball into the end zone. That's not a touchdown.
B is for body, strong, supple. I is for iron. V for vitamins. No cereal is richer. K is for breakfast. Kellogg's Special K.
Dear Volkswagen, I recently appeared on a television quiz show where I had the opportunity of winning a brand new Polo. All I had to do was name the correct price. I said £9,400. How was I to know it only cost £7,700? You never tell people how little Volkswagens cost. To save any future contestant such embarrassment, I suggest you do so now. Incidentally, the consolation prize was one night in West Beach on Sea at the Cliffview Hotel. Yours, Jack King.
Hey, we're off for the guys scene. What about your onion breath? Oh, no problem. I've got some double mint.
After you eat, chew double mint gum. Double mint, double fresh, just when you need it.
There's a £1 million first prize in this week's jackpot draw. It's so easy to enter NHS Lotto, you can do it from home. Call 09901 09901 now with your credit card details. And 25 pence of every £1 played goes to NHS hospitals. Play NHS Lotto. It's as easy as falling off a log.
To the 26 and flags all over. That's usually against the returning team.
Well, the Steelers just suffering a penalty there on the run back. But do you think that was a game breaker, that interception, Marv?
I don't think it's a game breaker. How the Steelers respond is going to be very important now, and to get a penalty on a kickoff return doesn't help a lot.
No. So, well, I don't think we have the replay ready just at the moment, but Drew, it's the same way it has been all season. Michael Irvin down to the 1-yard line, and Emmitt Smith in from there.
Well, the key on that interception here we see coming up right here is the fact that, first of all, Larry Brown's probably surprised anybody that he's got. He probably thinks he's dreaming, but this is reality. He makes the interception, but the key for the Cowboys after the interception is they took it in for the touchdown instead of settling for a field goal.
And it was Michael Irvin down to the 1, and Emmitt in from there. Do you think he got in, Marv?
When we saw it before, I thought he did. He stopped out there about a yard short, but watch that second effort if you can see it. He's obscured by the Pittsburgh players, but we saw an end zone shot. There he is, where he does get a crawl. All he has to do is touch the white line. Touch the white line with the ball, not cross it.
So, Drew, Marv's saying it's absolutely crucial how the Steelers respond here. They've been running a lot, and do you think they're going to have to open it up more, throwing on first down, 5 wide receiver sets?
I think so. They don't want to get away from their game plan, their basic game plan, but I think to loosen up the Cowboys a little, they got to start throwing. And also, if they throw, they're going to get some more confidence in Neil O'Donnell, and I think that's a problem right now. But there's still a lot of time left in this football game, so anything still can happen. But I think this possession is key for the Steelers.
Here's the angle I think you were talking about now, Marv, where you can see that Emmitt Smith does get in, and what a great second effort it was.
Great fill again by Levon Kirkland. Emmitt looks stopped here, but he just touches the white line. If the ball just crosses the beginning of the white line, it is a touchdown.
Now, you'd been talking earlier about how unproductive he'd been in this second half and how well the Steelers were playing him.
Well, I think he had something like 8 carries for -1 yard, but this guy isn't one you can keep the reins on very long. He was stopped on a 2nd and 1 and 3rd and 1 in the first half, and that helped begin to turn the momentum back towards Pittsburgh. Now it looks like Dallas has recaptured it.
All right, so the Steelers have the ball. They've suffered a penalty, but they're back in possession. Let's rejoin the game now.
The Steelers do an awesome job of picking it up, but they make the big mistake. Neal overthrows the receiver to Larry Brown.
And now the penalty on the kickoff return. First down at the 15 for Pittsburgh. 6.5 minutes left in the third quarter. O'Donnell eludes a rush, but then down he goes. A sack at the 10-yard line. Chad Hennings was there along with Hervin McCormick.
Well, sometimes as a corner in this league, you get a little lucky. Larry Brown does not even follow his receiver inside. Neil O'Donnell throws it right to him. Good return.
And then they come back and they throw one to Michael Irvin. Watch him. He'll break inside on Perry, or outside. And then there's the first down. And Emmitt Smith obviously goes in to score. Well, I don't think he scores. 2nd and 14.
That's the second sack for Chad Hennings in the game. Morris fights his way out to the 18-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and long. Leon Lett credited with the tackle.
They didn't get part of his game plan from the Kansas City Chiefs, did they?
No, I don't think so, Paul.
I'm telling you, it's mind-boggling.
3rd down, 8. 4 wide. Ooh, almost a bad snap again. Andre Hastings dragging backwards and may have gotten the first down with that second effort.
Excellent job by the Cowboys in the philosophy. Blitz them, making throws to the hot receiver out in the flat. In other words, Steelers cannot pick it up. You'll see the blitz coming. Neil O'Donnell does a good job of getting rid of it. Make the tackle, no first down. Andre Hastings showing his strength, gets it to first down.
That's why he's their top 3rd down receiver on the season.
No huddle offense.
That's John L. Williams, and a rare carry for the veteran from Florida. In his 10th season, used primarily as a blocker and pass receiver, and the Cowboys stop him for no gain.
If you're in the hurry-up offense, and if you're going to do that and you're keeping people off the field, you better take a look at some hot receivers downfield.
They're in a nickel baits, they call it. The Cowboys 7 defensive backs. Throw to the sidelines, a nice fingertip catch by Hastings again. Ducks out of bounds at the 35, where it'll be 3rd and short 2.
You know, when you look at the stats at halftime, and then I'm going to end this whole thing about the 3, 4, 5 wide don't fill. But when you look at it, everybody's got to take a look at stats because they all get them, and they see that this is effective when we're in 4 and 5 wide. Why they're even fooling around with the running game? You know, people say you have to have the running game to win. Not when your passing game is working, then you use your passing game.
4.5 minutes remain in the third quarter. The Dallas Cowboys leading Pittsburgh Steelers 20-7. Super Bowl 30. 3rd down and short. Cordell Stewart. No, that's Eric Pegram, rather, with the toss. Pegram, who played at Atlanta and once had a 1,000-yard season. That was 2 years ago. Has the first down.
Well, it's a good call here by the Steelers. They don't have to run inside. What they do, they bring the receiver down inside. Watch him. He's supposed to crack on the Shante Carver 96. He doesn't do it. Eric Pegram does a good job of changing. Instead of going outside, cutting back inside for a big first down.
Did you see Mills duck it out of the way?
Pegram goes to bed every night with a smile and watching his videos of Sanford and Son. O'Donnell. Oh, what a nice catch by Mills. That ball again wasn't on target, but Mills went on and got it. Brock Marion, the defender, an 8-yard gain.
I'll tell you one thing right now. They better be glad these guys have got some great hands because O'Donnell has not been on target. And we're not beating him down. It's just the fact of where he's throwing the football. This guy's open. I mean, they're throwing the ball high and wide. When you keep doing that, you're going to get something tipped and picked off.
Ernie Mills, who had a brilliant game in the thriller against the Colts in the AFC Championship. made the big defensive play. Remember reaching in, breaking up the interception of Coria. Van Morris met in the backfield by Darren Smith, and Smith rides him down short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 2, no gain.
Well, it's an excellent job by Darren Smith right there of seeing the draw play. You're going to see him up top. Watch him read the draw and comes up and makes the tackle.
Darren, who didn't sign, remember, he held out at the start of the season and had to work his way into shape. Probably their fastest linebacker.
They did some dealing in the offensive line, and John Jackson just misses the block. If he makes the block, Van Morris is still running with the football.
3rd and a yard and a half. Morris trying to left side, and he is stuffed. What a hit. Tony Tolber was in on the tackle along with Brock Marion.
Well, the one bad thing about that call in that situation, you do not have a lead blocker, so if the linebacker comes free right there, there's nobody there to help the runner.
4th and no gain, so it's a yard and a half. And Bill Cowher is going to gamble and go for it here with less than 2 minutes remaining in the 3rd.
You know why he's going for it? Because his defense is playing very well. His offense, they're struggling. They need a lift. He knows his defense is solid now.
What do you go for here? Van Morris, not a chance. Not a chance. The Cowboys take over on downs.
You know, Phil, you made one of the great points just a moment ago. If you're going to run that guy up in there, you better have a lead blocker that can block somebody. When you have only one guy in the backfield and you're going to run the football, they know that he is the only guy that can get the football. You're not fooling anybody.
Barry Switzer knows about 4th and short. The results here much more pleasant than those in Philadelphia earlier.
Well, the game was heading for extra time. I just had to get the big fella off the bench.
Could this be their last chance now? In it comes! Monster's on a far post! He scored! The Honey Monster scored in the last minute! He's in the money! It's the Honey! Great goal, Honey Monster!
That's football, Kev.
Sugar Puffs are delicious light puffs of wheat dressed in little honeyed jackets.
That's the bowl. Now for the cup. Excuse me.
He turns! He lifts the cup! And Wembley goes monster mad!
finance, the environment, and more on the Information Channel, exclusively on ITV and Channel 4.
Here's that fourth down play after they were 2nd and 2, 3rd and 2, 4th and 2.
Well, look at this, Dick. You got 4 linemen, 4 people right here, all inside the tackle box. There's really no chance for Pittsburgh to pick up this first down. You can see right there, everybody collapses inside, nowhere to run.
So over on downs, Dallas has it at the 47 of Pittsburgh. And Emmitt Smith breaking tackles. They had him for a loss, and he leaves 5 men in his wake before Greg Lloyd can get him.
You know what amazing on that play? Ray Seals, Green, and Kirkland all have him in the backfield. Here it comes, right here. There's Seals, he misses. Here's Green pushing him into Kirkland. Kirkland misses again, and Emmitt Smith picks up 6 yards, almost 6 yards on the play.
Man, Kevin Williams right and Michael Irvin to the left as Emmitt Smith, the lone back. Novacek in motion. Quick throw to Irvin. Almost intercepted. Greg Lloyd.
Excellent job by Greg Lloyd. He sees the quick drop by Troy Aikman. He stands right there and just looks for the quick throw. Watch him. He sees the quick drop, jumps up. Almost has it in both hands.
Is that an athletic move or what? I mean, that ball, he's just reading Troy Aikman perfectly. Look at that, hits him right in the hands.
And he had a second chance on the way down.
Yeah, when Troy Aikman throws that quick slant, that baby's humming.
Third and a long 4. Aikman knocked away by Rod Woodson as he defended Michael Irvin. So Rod Woodson, many thought he'd never play this year, and he worked and worked after that knee surgery after the first game of the season, and he made one of those typical great corner plays of his.
Well, look at Rod Woodson right here. His single coverage on the outside by Michael Irvin. A good plant, and if that ball is thrown to the outside, he's going to intercept it.
So on 4th down, John Jett
pointing to his knee.
Punt. Andre Hastings at the 10-yard line. Wow, what a kick. Beautiful spiral. It's going to go into the end zone. 21 net. Pittsburgh will start at the 20-yard line. Well, as the National Football League climaxes in this Super Bowl 30, we look ahead to the NBA.
Well, Marv, you were saying a couple of minutes ago that it's not the adversity, it's how you respond to adversity, and having lost it on 4th and 1, they did well, the Steelers there.
Pittsburgh did well. How you react after a big play or a potential game-turning play occurs is very important. Just like Dallas, and Drew alluded to it, when Dallas had that interception, they hit 2 big plays touchdown. Here you go again.
All right, and Steelers are back in possession at their own 20.
You got to put the ball out of bounds and give your team a chance.
Final minute of the quarter. Able to connect with Ernie Mills. Sidelines for a first down across the 30.
You see what Deion Sanders says? Deion Sanders, it's my fault. Now here's the play here. He's way off, and as Deion walks back to the huddle, he just looks at his teammates and he says, it's my fault. What a move. Outside. He's given up. The short stuff out and in, he has a tough time with. Don't try to run with him.
Pickup of 12, 20 seconds left in the quarter. Dallas leading 20-7. Good pickup on first down out to the 37-yard line where Shante Carter, who played here with the Sun Devils of Arizona State, makes the tackle. Final seconds of the third. We'll be right back after these messages from your local station.
For some, the price of progress is a cluttered, more crowded world. Orange have a clear view of the future. Our digital network has been designed to grow with the needs of our users. So, however busy we get, there will always be room for you. The future's bright. The future's orange. Call 0800 80 10 80.
Something extraordinary is happening. Esso are looking at all the fuel prices in your neighborhood. And although we will never compromise the outstanding performance of all our fuels, we will ensure our own prices are among the lowest around. Look out for the new Esso Price Watch.
Welcome back. It's the start of the fourth quarter at Sun Devil Stadium. Super Bowl 30. Dallas Cowboys leading 20-7. Drew, the Steelers are back in possession, but were you surprised that Bill Cowher went on 4th and 1 like that?
Very surprised. Too much time left in the game. The field position was poor. No time to take a chance in that situation.
And as you can see, the play never had a chance from the start, did it?
No, they really didn't. The Cowboys' defensive line got a lot of penetration. They were in the backfield of the Steelers, and Van Morris never had a chance. And in a situation like that, you'd like to have a lead blocker in case there is penetration to try to clear some of that out, but they didn't have any lead blocker, and the Cowboys knew Van Morris was going to get the ball, and they stacked up for it.
Okay, back to the game. The Steelers in possession.
45 to the 49. Great open field tackle by Scott Case. A gain of 12.
You're talking about some great footwork now.
Oh, absolutely. A good read here. Watch on the outside. You're going to see Shante Carver come inside. Van Morris, excellent job. Breaks outside, inside. And like we said earlier, Paul, such a big man, but light feet and quick feet enables him to make those quick reads.
I swear, when he sat down with us in a meeting, Dick, the other day, when I said to you guys out there, I said, this guy is already ready to play, and nothing's going to bother him.
First down has not been a good down for the Steelers. They're averaging 2 yards on every first down in this game. Better this time. Is it ruled a fumble? If it is a Pittsburgh ball at the 35. Still no official signal.
Someone's got to make a call.
Ernie Mills was drilled by Scott Case, a hitter. They're going to call it catch and fumble. First down.
He caught the pass. The big question is, did he get his feet on the ground?
You have to get both feet down, Dick, and have control of the ball. Now, here's what they're talking about, because the official on the other side never said anything.
He gets both feet down on the catch. Watching right here, you see Neil O'Donnell?
Here it is. First down.
He did indeed get 1-2 down, and the Steelers avoid another big turnover as the ball is recovered by Mark Bruner, the rookie tight end.
Look at this hit by Scott Case. That is sensational. And then heads-up play by the tight end Bruner. They get the first down at the 35.
He was the only other black jersey downfield in a sea of white. First down at the Dallas 35. O'Donnell's second receiver is Van Morris. And Van is whistled down by Darren Woodson. That Woodson is a superb safety, 215 pounds, playing in his home city. High school star here in Phoenix.
Well, Scott Case is having a big day, hitting these receivers and runners down the field right there. Just runs through the receiver. And the Steelers, of course, very fortunate. Mark Bruner is alert and hustling on the play.
There's Case. He came to Dallas this year as an unrestricted free agent from the Atlanta Falcons.
188 pounds, and he's known around the league as a hitter.
Second down and 8. O'Donnell. Flushed out. Complete to Ernie Mills. Oh, was that very nearly intercepted by Larry Brown. Brown was just a short step away from his second pick.
I'm going to tell you something right now. Throw this ball or not, I don't know, Phil, but I'm going to tell you, when he rolls this thing out, you want to talk about some velocity on the ball. Look at this baby get there. Brown wasn't as close as it looked from up here. But when you see that from the end zone, Dick, I'm going to tell you something. That ball was perfect. They're in another third down situation here.
3rd and 3. They go to the nickel Bates. Bill Bates comes in as a linebacker, defensive back. That signals 7 defensive backs on the field for the Cowboys. Spread formation. Here they come. O'Donnell completes the thick penny. First down at the 21.
Boy, are they picking up the blitzes. They had a blitz on that again, and this offense is picking up and giving that man time to throw the football.
Excellent job by Neil O'Donnell picking the right side. He goes to the right where there's single coverage. And you see Larry Brown, they're playing these inside routes. They know the Steelers love them on 3rd down, but they execute them so well, you can't stop it.
Pittsburgh stays in the 4 wide. O'Donnell dumps it off to John L. Williams, and John L. to the 19-yard line. A short gain. Darren Woodson, yet another tackle. And Woodson is one of the Cowboys who will be an unrestricted free agent, and he's valued as one of the top 2 or 3 safeties in the entire NFL. No huddle. Set up on an 8. O'Donnell to the end zone. Incomplete. Cordell Stewart covered by Woodson.
Darren Woodson had his hands all over Cordell Stewart down the field. The Cowboys come on another blitz, and the Steelers pick it up. Watch, Darren Woodson has Cordell Stewart one-on-one. Neil O'Donnell looks right, comes back left. Slightly overthrown.
So very close to Neil O'Donnell. Just a little too far outside.
Yeah, but now you're looking at a 3rd and 8. And you know, when you're down by 13, I don't see 4 down here. I still see kick the field goal because it still puts you within 10.
Well, the Steelers have to use a timeout. That's a costly choice because trailing as they are, they may need all 3 of those later on. 20-7, Dallas.
Something extraordinary is happening. Esso are looking at all the fuel prices in your neighborhood. And although we will never compromise the outstanding performance of all our fuels, we will ensure our own prices are among the lowest around. Look out for the new Esso Price Watch, the dawn of a new era in motoring.
At Mercedes-Benz, we often find new ideas by looking at our cars from a different point of view. It's how we developed rain-sensitive windscreen wipers, created our most aerodynamic body to date, designed the first safety belt to work specifically with an airbag, made wheels that can work independently of each other, and produced our most efficient catalytic converter ever, the new E-Class from Mercedes-Benz.
Quarter, 11:48 left. The Steelers in what would appear to be a must-score position. A touchdown would pull them within 6. A field goal would make it very difficult. Charles Haley returns. 3rd and 8 from the 19-yard line. 10th play of the drive. Shotgun O'Donnell. Stewart in motion. Good protection. Now it breaks down, and Haley has another sack. His 2nd today.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, the guy that should have gotten the sack is old Russell Maryland. Russell Maryland was flying inside, and he's the guy that gets the first shot. Haley's going to end up with the sack for number 67. He comes in now. Here comes Haley. Look at it. There he is. Russell Maryland is there. Haley doesn't get really...
No, wait. Tony Tolbert was the man who finally wrapped him up. So Tolbert with the 4th Dallas sack today, and that makes this a tougher chance for Johnson. 46 yards for the veteran. Start to hold. Plenty of leg. Johnson connects from 46. Dallas 20, Pittsburgh 10. 11 minutes, 20 seconds to go.
Well, Drew, a big play there, 3rd and 8, and Charles Haley back in the team, but Tony Tolbert coming up with the sack.
Yeah, he got good pressure from the outside. Charles Haley forced him to Tony Tolbert. You see Haley there fighting through the double team. That forces them to Tolbert. Here comes Tolbert. Russell Maryland also got good penetration on that as well. And you see the Cowboys' defensive line starting to get that penetration and starting to dominate in this final quarter.
Because up until then, Marv, O'Donnell had been getting pretty good protection.
He's been getting excellent protection. The collar had to be getting tight on Dallas with a 13-point lead. If they go in for a touchdown there and have a narrow 6-pointer, what a big difference that sack was.
And this game is far from over, even with them failing to go in there.
Oh, absolutely. Pittsburgh's next defensive series is important to them, just as Dallas's offense. Dallas has not been able to run very effectively. That's their stock and trade. Let's see if they can do it now when they need to run the clock and protect the lead.
Do you think they're going to go to Emmett now? I mean, they've been going to him in the second half, but it just hasn't been working.
This is the position Dallas loves to be in. 11 minutes on the clock, the final quarter. let the offensive line do their thing and let Emmett do his thing right behind that offensive line. This is where Dallas wants to be right now.
And looking at the Pittsburgh defense, do they look tired to you?
No, they don't look tired, and I think you'll see them do a lot of what they call their zone dogs. I think they'll bring the linebackers to try and stop the run game, maybe more so than the passing game, try and tempt Dallas to throw the ball as they see that happening.
All right, let's go back to the game then. Oh, we're not going back to the game. We've got 20 more seconds. We're talking about dropping linebackers. Greg Lloyd almost had an interception of Troy Aikman.
Yes, he did. Actually, Aikman tried to throw the ball through him. Lloyd got up in the air very well, had the ball in his hands, but it's harder to handle than it looked because that ball is really coming from a very short distance away.
All right, they're still 27 up. They've got the ball with 11:20 left in the fourth quarter. Let's see what the Cowboys can do with it.
Back at Sun Devil Stadium in Tempe, Arizona. Look for the Bud 1 airship at the 1996 Summer Olympic Games in Atlanta. 46-yard field goal by Norm Johnson has it teed up. Plenty of time. Over 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
And it was executed perfectly.
That's a case of the other man on that outside leaving too soon. I mean, here comes Deion Figures, and watch this. He knows it's coming. He sees it. He reads the ball. And the most important thing now, I got to get it. Boy, it bounces right on his hip. And I'll tell you what, you can pick it up. Oh, that was beautiful.
You cannot advance.
No, you can't.
It's marked at the 47-yard line of Pittsburgh. That's the 12th onside kick in Super Bowl history, and only the 4th time successfully. Successful is the pass to Hastings, and then first down at the Dallas 41.
Here comes the onside kick again, folks. So you understand, I mean, look at this ball. And Figures, it hits it right on the hip. There's absolutely nobody out there. But we knew that they were going to try it.
They wanted to do it in the first half off a scoring play, but it didn't have a chance. Passes high again, and one catch by Hastings. The receivers for Neil O'Donnell have been brilliant.
Fantastic is the word. Brilliant, Dick, you're right. You see him over the slot right there. Andre Hastings goes high, catches the ball on the second try.
Something about that number 88 in a black uniform, Lynn Swan. 82 was, of course, John Stallworth, another top 2 receivers here. Hastings and Thigpen, and this is Ernie Mills.
Thigpen's hurt. That's Ernie Mills. Ernie Mills got whacked that time by Larry Brown. But they've been hooking up perfectly on all of these plays, and now it seems O'Donnell has settled down. And it took 3 quarters and a little more just to do it.
But, you know, there haven't been many passes that have been below the shoulders of his receivers.
No, not many. You're right, Dick. Here's a good look at Larry Brown coming up, making the hit, and he hits him in the back of the head.
And that left knee got twisted underneath. And, of course, an injury to one of the Steelers punishes them in that 4 and 5 wide. We'll take a timeout with 10:16 left in the fourth.
Well, bad news there for the Steelers with Ernie Mills going over and looking like he might have injured a knee or an ankle, but a very, very brave call by Bill Cow to go for the onside kick, and they got it.
Yes, it was. Usually you scout something like that. You see that maybe the front line drops out too soon, and you save it in case a situation comes up, and it did come up in this game. A very key play. Got the momentum to Pittsburgh. Here we get a good look at it. Let's see if the front line in Dallas begins to drop back before the ball is kicked, and they do.
Well, it looked like the Cowboys weren't even expecting anything like an onside kick because they really dropped back. Plus, like you said, Coach, they were all bunched up inside, and that outside was wide open. It's a great onside kick by Norm Johnson there.
And it just falls onto his hip nicely as well.
It fooled him, and besides all of the strategy, they executed it well. That's what you got to do.
And Neil O'Donnell's come out passing straight away, and he's suddenly firing bullets.
He's firing bullets. They're going quickly. Dallas was on the field for 10 minutes on defense, 10 minutes plus. in the third quarter. They're a little bit tired, and he's just throwing quick hitches. They're not having time to call their defenses, taking advantage of them.
And Drew, I know you've been impressed by the way number 88 for Pittsburgh's playing the second half.
Yeah, Hastings is a good receiver. He's a good inside receiver. He runs a good inside routes. And a lot of times when you're an inside receiver, you're not going to get the best defensive back on you. And Hastings is really taking advantage of the guy that's covering him right now.
So, Marv, are you looking for Pittsburgh to go in on this series? I suppose they must if they really want to go back in the game.
Well, I would imagine so. A field goal would still leave them down by 7. They'd be back in the game, and they're certainly in position to convert for a score right now. This injury to Mills is doubly hurtful, losing a great receiver and allowing that Dallas defense to rest without calling a timeout.
All right, well, let's see if Pittsburgh can make anything out of it. Let's rejoin the action.
Another big effort from Mills, who was the leading touchdown man of the receivers of the Steelers, had 8 touchdown catches, and Emmitt Smith, his teammate at the University of Florida, was one of the first men on the field to make sure Ernie was okay. Second and 2. Steelers trail 20-10. 10 minutes left in the fourth period. O'Donnell to Van Morris. The first down at the 17.
So much for the blowout, boys. Now we get the football game is on. I mean, the onside kick was terrific, but I'll tell you something right now. This team is now fired up offensively. And all you need is one little spark to do that. And once that puts it in perspective, the defense, they know they're holding them. The offense now, they're getting off the ball.
At the 17-yard line, Cordell Stewart to the left in the slot. Thigpen wide left. Hastings wide right. Morris in motion. Morris had to lose his forward momentum to come back and get the ball, so he didn't have that charge going upfield.
You know, he's a tough man to break down, Bam Morris. Not only does he catch the ball, he gets hit, but watch Scott Case at the end of this, baby. He jumps on his back, and he still can't get him down. Here it is. He checks off on the outside, hits Bam Morris. Brown comes up and hits. So watch Scott Case on top. He's going to ride him a little bit. Nothing.
Ball at the 11, a gain of 6 on the play. 8:50 remaining, and O'Donnell almost perfect the last 2 drives. Looks to the end zone, throws underneath, complete the Thigpen, drilled it down at the 5 and hangs on. Dixon Edwards almost dislodged his shoulders from his hips, and he did not let the ball go.
What can you say about these wide receivers? Watch Yancey Thigpen. He's coming all the way across the field right here. Neil O'Donnell hangs in there and throws it in tight coverage. And what a hit by Dixon Edwards.
Edwards just drops his shoulder. Watch his shoulder hit him right here. He'll drop it and bang! That's how you hit that big bang, Jack.
First and goal at the 5. This is to the 2-yard line. Dixon Edwards makes another tackle. It was Morris who scored the winning touchdown against the Colts in the AFC Championship. And like another man named Bam, remember Sam Bam Cunningham had the same nickname. They're best down inside that 2-yard line. You figure he'll get it.
All right, they're bringing some big lumps in now. They got Parrish is in there, and he reported. So obviously 79 James Parrish will be on the line of scrimmage. But if you're going to keep Bam in there and give him the ball, they're doing the right thing now. Now they got John L. Williams up in there with him.
Second and goal. Morris with 71 yards rushing to lead all ball carriers. Gets the handoff. Breaks it down. Touchdown, or is it? They haven't marked it yet. No, they mark it down at the 1-foot line. Very much like the Emmitt Smith play. The official on the far side waiting and waiting, and then this time marking it.
Paul, when you're a big running back like Bam Morris is, you cannot tackle him high right there. You saw Dixon Edwards get a chance, goes high.
That's a touchdown. The ball had broken the plane of the goal line, but no touchdown call.
I would give it to him one more time.
Nose of the ball tickles the goal line on 3rd and goal. Morris.
Did you see John L. Williams block on the outside?
Pittsburgh Steelers and young Bill Cowher down 20-7 in this fourth quarter. Kick a field goal and then execute the onside kick, and that leads to Bam Morris's touchdown. This to pull the Steelers to within 3. It's 20-17.
Well, it all started with the onside kick. This is what turned this game around for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Right here, look up top. There is Dixon Edwards taking off before the ball is kicked, and the Steelers do an excellent job of executing.
And then Yancey Thigpen, how about this clutch reception under punishment?
Well, these receivers are tough. They're used to blocking down the field last year for the running game. Now they're making the catches down the field.
And then John L. Williams seals the corner, and Bam Morris walks in.
That block that time by John L. Williams on Miles, Godfrey Miles, was just beautiful. And look at Bill Cowher. Yeah, 1 point.
Kay Cowher, daughter Megan, leading the cheers. And O'Donnell, who has had an up-and-down afternoon. Thank you. 5 for 5 on the drive. And plenty of time, 6:36 left. A field goal game. And the Steeler defense in this second half has been very stingy.
You know where Dixon Edwards is now? He may be offside.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
He could be across the 40. You think he's going anywhere? Now he's up right hugging that 40-yard line. You're not going anywhere, son.
They're not going to try it again, would you think? No.